when it comes to Sheffield Wednesday, Mr Chansiri is a gambler. So he tried to get Wednesday up over 2 seasons, and effectively what he said is, I'm going to burn my way through my FFP spending in 2 years, and if that doesn't work, I'm going to put the brakes on in year 3. And that's what we've seen with Wednesday this season. So if you look at the squad, it's not particularly been enhanced. In an ideal world, they would have liked to get rid of Forestieri, but nobody is prepared to match the wages that he's paid. If you look to see what's happened with Jordan Rhodes, Jordan Rhodes was on extremely good money at Wednesday.
Yeah.
And he was one that was jettisoned. They managed to get rid of him in year 3, as it were. So the gamble didn't work. So let's get rid of him. If they don't go up this season, and that they're looking fairly remote, expect to see the likes of Barry Bannon and Forestieri if somebody's willing to pay his wages. And I'm not convinced that there are many people who are looking at him and saying, well, he's not as young as he used to be. You're going to get 2 or 3 red cards a season. He's a bit sulky. It's quite a gamble. Mm. So I think that they are going to find it tough next season. There appears to be, and here I think the EFL do not help themselves. There is talk about Wednesday having what we refer to as a soft transfer embargo, whereby there's an agreement between the EFL and the club that you will not sign players, or if you do sign players, you'll only pay them a maximum of 600 grand a year, which by championship standards is not great. It's not terrible, but it puts a limit in terms of how you can compete, certainly at the upper end of the market. But that's never been quite confirmed. It's always been hinted at, and I think if
I was under the impression Bolton had that last year, possibly, and Birmingham. We'll come on to those two in a bit.
Yeah,
but
Birmingham did have that, and that was then confirmed. And Birmingham's potential 12-point fine is for breaches of that, because they signed Pedersen for 2.4 million when they were told not to sign any players for fees.
Wow.
So that decision, it was supposed to take place last week. There's supposed to be a committee hearing last week. That was then kicked down the road for another 3 or 4 weeks, which from an outsider's point of view, do you want clubs having 12-point deductions being given to them in the 3rd or 4th week of March? It completely screwed. It's not fair on Birmingham City fans who are getting themselves a little bit excited about prospects of sneaking into the playoffs. It would then put them within reach of the bottom 6, and all of a sudden you've got a completely different mindset for the remainder of the season. So that's an awkward one.